One of the things on the Superior tour that I thought was really cool was the suggestion board. This is one of the things they implemented right when they started doing lean, and they've made over 2,000 suggestions come to life. It's an awesome idea, and it's something we need to implement. Here's Jeff that says a little bit about the process.
Our suggestion board, and it was a tool that we used very heavily in the beginning to make a lot of changes. So, everyone knows about a suggestion box, right? A lot of companies have it, but suggestion boxes are kind of like black holes or trash cans. Like, you put a suggestion and then you don't know what happens to it. So why would you keep putting a suggestion? So we looked up why suggestion boxes are so terrible, and we tried to do everything the opposite of that. So we said, let's put it on a board, and that's for two reasons. One is communication and open transparency for everybody. And second is accountability. So I can say like, oh, how come this is still in this, even though it's in May? Or we can like help each other out. Or maybe I can say, oh, I'm working on a project that will take care of this suggestion. I'll just write my name in here and own this for you and move it, So we kind of just try to do it together as a team. But this is just a physical representation of a digital system. So we use Google spreadsheet and forms. So any computer, anyone can input a suggestion, and they can put their name or they can remain anonymous. We don't really care. And then we have one person that oversees this program. She gets in the suggestions, and then she redistributes it out to the managers. So every day she'll send an email that tells us what was received, and she assigns an owner, and then she'll come here once every couple of weeks to update this board and move cards on here and take them off. And then our mantra is to do every suggestion we get. So the only thing that would stop that would be if it goes against our values, goes against the vision, hurts the customer in any way, or is over a budget. And we don't have a set budget, but we'll know, we can kind of tell, right? So if it hits any of those, we always go back to the person. We explain why we can't do that one. So for any of those reasons, if it's a budget, we always challenge them to use their creativity to still overcome that challenge, to still get it done. So since we started, we've implemented about 2,000 something, 2,100 suggestions. We have a chart over there showing the progress, but sometimes it's really small things, sometimes it's really big things, but everyone has a voice, and it's been really great. And I remember last year or a couple years ago, it didn't feel really busy, so Doug, the owner, asked the finishing manager, Mike, it doesn't feel that busy, but our revenue is way up. What suggestion do you think is really helping? And he said, I don't think there's one big one. It's just all the little ones, all combined, right? Similar to what you guys are doing with the 2-second lean. It might be a second here and there, but over years and months of time, it just starts adding up and really reduces the stress because you're taking away the waste of thinking too much about it or worrying and things like that. So in the beginning, we really went extreme by saying we're going to do every suggestion because we had a lot of people that had been here a long time that were resistant because they said, I put a suggestion in 5 years ago and I was told that was a dumb suggestion, or I never heard back, so I don't want to do it. So we said, no, this is, we're changing. We're going to show you that we're going to change. So we never say it's a dumb suggestion. There's no such thing as a dumb suggestion because the person that put the suggestion in, if they thought it was dumb, they wouldn't put it in, right? So, we use that as a learning opportunity and we discuss about it. So it's been really great. We'll show you some results of it. A lot of things you see are from that, like the flags over there. A veteran said, hey, can we hang up the flag? I saw it at a customer. I said, sure, why not? The lunchroom was the result of 8 different suggestions, from the ice machine to the ping pong table, or like a Kanban system. They continuously make changes. So this is their way to get their voice heard. And this goes to the full management team, including the owner. And it can remain anonymous. So we just want them to have an outlet, a way to get their voice heard. And then once a month, the management team sits around the computer with the person that's in charge of this, and she goes through everything in that Google document. And that's fully exposed, and there's an audit trail. No one's erasing or deleting because you can see those changes. And she has no interest in deleting anything. So we make sure that all of us as a team adjust everything, because it is hard to remember, when we're busy every day, but it's been really good. And here's Jim. Jim's our press room production manager, and he gets a lot of these suggestions too. Oh, there he is. What do you know? This is not staged.
It's not staged.
Why don't you explain how some of the suggestions that you've been getting that have helped?
So, we get things for the guys like the 145. We have a new press, so we have to develop a coding rack. So we had a big system for everything else. For the other presses, you'll see that. But we didn't have one of those. So the guys come up and they start sticking them in barrels. So it says, hey, can we get a rack for the 145? So we do it. What we're doing, since we're getting rid of one press, we're going to actually repurpose one of the racks that we have for them for the other press and stuff. But, I get suggestions all the way from some crazy stuff, like one was air condition the press room. Never thought it would happen, right? 3 years later, we air conditioned the press room. So it goes all the way from that to, hey, can you put a pen on my press so I can mark my samples? So it's kind of crazy, but the biggest thing I think is that we do address everyone. If we don't do it, we go back to the employee and we let them know why we didn't do it. But again, every idea is visited and we thank them, because it just shows us something that if we don't look at it, we don't measure it, we'll never know if it's going to make it better or not. So, we get back to them and they appreciate that and they understand it. Like I have 3 here, one of them, we're going to be selling the 900, so we're not going to be putting a big repair into it or something like that at this point in time. And they understand that, so it keeps them motivated. But if you don't go back to them, they feel like, or we don't show them where their stuff is, they'll kind of forget about it quick and not be engaged. So it's a responsibility on our part to make sure that they stay engaged.
Thanks.
All right, sure. Oh yeah, I will.
Suggestions and new people.
One of the wastes that we want to reduce is the unused employee potential. So let's come up with some suggestions and add them to the list. We'll provide a way that this can be done shortly and let you know how to do it. Thanks so much.